Our story begins here. These aren't just birds. This is the foundation of an industry.
People are often surprised when they come here. They think pigeons only belong in parks. But at Valley Squab, they are a vital part of the food supply chain.
This scale might seem unfamiliar to many, but to meet demand, this is precisely what modern agriculture looks like. Everything starts here. Each one of these eggs, smaller than a chicken egg, is a promise of quality that we commit to.
This is instinct. Even in an industrial scale facility, nature finds its way. We just support it.
Millions of birds are raised here every year, and this area B is where they grow before they're ready for the next stage. Our people are at the core. Like Robert here, he's been here for 10 years. He understands the language of the birds.
Efficiency is everything. We move feed, supplies, and even young squabs with this mechanized system. The farm never sleeps.
This one's good. Enough weight. Move it to group 3A for me.
Health control is paramount. We call this a calming bag. It helps keep the bird calm and allows us to check it without causing stress.
Check their legs carefully.
Yeah.
This shipment has to be perfect, and they'll be delivered to 5-star restaurants. Transportation is a delicate step. We use these specialized cages. They ensure air circulation and minimize stress for the birds. Each trip is the culmination of months of work. This is our product, on its way to the world.
But amidst the hustle of the industrial process, we never forget. We are still farmers. We are still a part of nature.
Birds. We raise many different breeds, not just white birds. Each has its own characteristics, but the love of the parent birds.
This is the panoramic view of Valley Squab. Hundreds of thousands of square meters of climate-controlled barns.
This is not just a farm. This is a complex logistics facility, a well-oiled machine, operating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
This one's a bit underweight. Separate it from this batch, put it in the special care unit.
The farm is divided into many sections. The breeding, hatchery, squab nursery. Each area.
Now, we will begin the story from where everything starts, where the first eggs are created.
Pigeons are monogamous, they often mate for life, and there are efficient egg-laying machines. That's why we choose them.
We provide them with these specialized nesting boxes. They are clean, easy to sanitize, and most importantly,
Maria has been doing this for 5 years. She knows how to collect the eggs without startling the parent birds. Each egg is handled like fragile porcelain. From this moment, they officially enter our strictly controlled production process.
See, very small, but the shell is very sturdy. We harvest thousands of these every day. The work never ends.
The work isn't just about harvesting eggs. Carlos is checking the system, ensuring everything operates smoothly.
This one has an embryo, blood vessels are clear, good. Mark it for batch 401. The one next to it, infertile, remove it.
And then the magic happens. After 17 days, new life begins. We call them squab. This is our...
this is called candling. We check the embryo inside. The light tells us which eggs are developing and which are not.
Eggs will be incubated for precisely 16 to 18 days. Temperature and humidity are computer controlled. This is a sight I never get tired of. Hundreds of new lives simultaneously emerging. This is rush hour at the hatchery. Inside the incubator, everything is controlled. We simulate the mother bird's behavior. These eggs, after hatching, they'll stay in the incubator for a few more hours to dry their feathers. We call this the stabilization phase before they meet their foster parents.
It's time. They are ready for the next stage. And this is where our story becomes different.
The next step is to raise these squabs. And their caretakers, well, they might surprise you. They will be raised by male pigeons. Yes, you heard that right. Male pigeons, not the females.
These are our foster fathers.
They are specially selected and trained. They have a strong instinct to produce.
Be gentle, place them right under its bellow. See? It accepts them immediately.
Yeah.
This process allows the breeding females to continue laying eggs, while these males do the work of raising the young.
The rearing of young by male pigeons is quite common in nature. Here, we simply integrate that instinct into a systematic, efficient process.
And make no mistake, this is not just instinct. Male pigeons are very good at this. They care for their young with dedication.
Do you see how fast they grow? In just a few days, they have completely transformed, from the pink of their skin to the soft, downy feathers.
Batch C17 is developing well, sir.
Yeah. This male is one of our best, always raises 2 healthy squabs.
This is when they are most vulnerable. They are completely dependent on their foster father to keep them warm and provide them with
The squabs will live with this foster father. They will stay here in this cage until they are fully feathered.
They are eating, but not seeds. They are consuming something called crop milk, a secretion from the crop of both. This milk is nature's superfood. It helps squabs double their weight in just 48 hours. No artificial feed can compare.
As they grow older, crop milk will be mixed with softened grains. A natural weaning process, perfectly executed by these fathers. It's a strong bond. The male will protect these young birds as if they were his own. And they will continue. After a few weeks, the squabs are almost fully feathered. Linda's job is to check each cage.
As I said, we have many breeds, not just white birds. Sometimes the market demands squabs with slightly...
Look at them. From tiny pink creatures, they are now almost the size of adult birds.
At this point, they grow very quickly. They eat constantly and start to flap their wings. They are ready for the next stage of their journey.
And here, this is the ideal image. A healthy pair of foster parents and a clutch of squabs reaching the standard weight, ready for harvest.
And so it's harvest day. Linda begins collecting the squabs. The foster parents have completed their task admirably.
This batch has been checked. Begin injections.
Before transferring coops, they must pass a final health check. We vaccinate them, a simple preventative measure to ensure the health of the entire flock.
Be careful. Move quickly but gently. Don't scare them. Bring them all to Common House D as planned.
And this is their new home, the Common House, where they will live freely, no longer in cages, until they reach their final weight.
This is when they integrate. They leave their individual incubators and join the flock. This is an important step for them to develop natural flock behaviors.
In the wild, pigeons can live up to 6 or 7 years. In our controlled environment, breeder pigeons live even longer. However, for squabs raised for meat, our process is much more efficient. The entire process, from hatching to leaving the coop.
We designed this coop to simulate the natural environment as much as possible. They have space to fly.
For breeder pigeons, we have a separate process. They can lay eggs efficiently for 3 years, after which their product...
In this common house, everything is automated. Water and food are available 24/7. The goal is to ensure they steadily gain weight.
We control everything, even the temperature. This misting system helps keep the flock cool on California's hottest summer days.
They are social animals. They thrive in a large flock. And this is their final stage at Alley Squab, before we talk about nutrition.
They love to perch high, it's instinct. So we provide them with these roosts. This is where they rest.
Station D4 needs refilling. Prepare 500 pounds of corn mix.
Whether breeder pigeons or squabs, nutrition is fundamental. We don't use industrial pellets. We believe in whole grains.
This is our formula. The main ingredient is corn, accounting for 50%. It provides energy and helps the squab.
And of course, other small grains. Peas for added protein. Buckwheat to boost minerals. Every grain has its purpose. Some stages, we still believe in human effort. Miguel is preparing feed for a coop.
He knows exactly how much is needed for today.
From the central warehouse, feed is distributed to each coop. This is a daily task, like clockwork.
From here, the system will automatically distribute. The feed is delivered to the trough. Running along the entire row of coops, ensuring every bird is well fed, no matter its position in the flock.
And this is the sound of a healthy farm, the sound of satisfaction. Our story, from egg to adult.
Our story today begins here, at the heart of an almost perfectly functioning machine. This is the heartbeat of the farm.
We're not talking about a few hundred birds, we're talking about tens of thousands of lives managed in an enclosed space by technology.
Food is automated, and of course so is water. Everything is controlled from this main source, ensuring not a single bird goes thirsty. And this is how they drink. A smart, self-serve system. Not a single drop of water is wasted. Just look at this uniformity. Thousands of cups, all operating with a simple yet incredibly efficient mechanism.
They learn how to use it themselves. Water is only provided when they actually drink. Efficient down to every detail.
David, this seems like a meticulous job. What are you checking on that valve?
You see, food on one side, water on the other. Everything is designed to maximize efficiency and minimize clutter.
Joan, I've seen the feeding machine, the watering machine, so what about this machine? Is this the less glamorous part of this story? Exactly, Frank. This is the waste disposal system. It might not be pretty, but it's what keeps these thousands of birds healthy and keeps this farm running. Hello, Mike, right? John says you're the expert at operating this machine. It looks really impressive. That's right, Frank. This canvas belt runs the entire length of the barn, right under the bottom of the cages. Every day I run it once. It collects all the waste here. It's incredible. All the waste from thousands of birds is collected with just the push of a button. Hygiene is key in this scale of farming. This machine is automatic, but I still have to check the tension of the pull cable. If it sags, the conveyor belt will get stuck immediately. And just like that, it's like new again, ready for another day. A closed loop cycle, simple but incredibly effective. This machine is our silent hero. If it stops, the entire farm will be in big trouble within 24 hours. And for these residents, they don't even realize the cleaning work is happening right beneath them. A living environment that's always clean. Thank you, Mike. An important job. But the story of food and hygiene is only half of it. The other half is life.
This waste won't be discarded. It's collected, composted, and becomes organic fertilizer. But now...
JOHN, you mentioned there's a special area? A maternity ward? Here it is, Frank. Welcome to the nursery. This is where we breed and hatch.
The atmosphere here feels different, quieter. And if you look closely, each cage has something the previous area didn't.
This is our secret, a simple plastic basket. This is their nest. Safe, easy to clean, and perfect for them to lay eggs. And here's the result, new lives. These are squabs. They'll stay here with their parents for the next few weeks. We experiment with many designs. This type helps save space and keeps the nest cleaner, completely separated from the cage floor.
Look at them. These just hatched today. They are completely dependent on their parents. Pairs carefully selected for their nurturing ability.
This mesh design allows for maximum ventilation. That's crucial for keeping the squabs dry and healthy, Sir FRNK.
One of the biggest challenges is nest hygiene. How do you handle this?
We can't use Mike's machine here.
No, Frank, this job requires human hands. Sarah and her team check, replace, and clean these baskets weekly. It's meticulous work. From complete automation in the farming area to manual care in the breeding area. That's the contrast that defines this. Almost, Frank. Squabs will be harvested later. But first, I want you to see this. Not all our birds are in cages. What a surprise. A completely different farming method, parallel to the industrial cage rows. Why this difference, JOH?
These are breeding birds, Frank. They need space to fly around, to choose their mates. We keep them here to produce the best parent pairs.
And that's the first form of harvest. Not for meat, but to sustain the life cycle, selling selected and proven breeding pairs.
Robert, are these two all right? Yeah. This is our pigeon breeding expert. Smaller farms buy them to start their own flocks.
After being approved by Robert, these breeding birds are caged. They are valuable assets. Each pair of these birds is a miniature production factory.
They are carefully sealed. Safety is paramount for a valuable shipment like this.
A new journey awaits them. But this is only the first form of harvest.
That's the beautiful part. Now, Frank, we're going to talk about the main reason this farm exists. Follow me.
The second form and the main form, harvesting for meat. And today is the harvest day for this pen.
And so it begins. The whole space is chaotic. The harvest team moves quickly, herding the flock into a corner.
While Maria's team is catching gray pigeons in barn B, the white pigeons in barn C have also been harvested, ready for transport.
Mary has been doing this for 10 years. She's extremely professional at catching birds. You have to be quick so they don't get stressed or break a wing.
This is not a pleasant sight. They are packed into transport cages.
Why so many, John?
We have to optimize transport space, Frank.
But there are still weight regulations.
Maria, that cage is full. Next cage.
They work like a perfectly oiled assembly line. The catcher, the receiver, the cager. A process that has been repeated thousands of times.
Good job. Load the gray cages onto truck B. The red truck will take all the white cages. Kevin, David, prepare the trucks.
Thousands of birds ready for their final journey. This enormous machine is moving to the next stage.
All this work.
From the grains, the water cups, to the cleaning machine, all leads to this moment.
The scale here is truly astonishing. As soon as Maria's team finishes with barn D, another team has already started in barn E. The work never stops.
Each worker must be trained in the correct technique for catching birds, minimizing their stress, dù trong một tình huống căng thẳng như thế này.
And then, I see a different sight. All white. They seem quieter. It's James again. He handles these white birds as decisively as he selects breeding birds.
They've been caught, the whole flock. They will be transported along with the batch of gray birds.
Joan N., why the cage change? I see both metal and yellow plastic cages. Yep. Different customers, Frank. These yellow plastic cages will go to a local slaughterhouse, and the metal cages, they come with us to the main processing facility.
Everything is sorted, no confusion. This is a complex logistical system disguised as a farm.
Thousands of lives, weighed, caged, and labeled, ready for the next leg of the journey.
Thank you, Joe HN. Now it's time to follow the shipment. We're going to the slaughterhouse.
As JON said, shipments are divided. This batch will serve smaller markets, but
The harvesting work at the farm has concluded. Thousands of empty cages are left behind, and silence.
Done. Let's go, F. Frank. We have to get there before the lunchtime shift.
And so we hit the road, leaving the place where life begins, to arrive at where. How ironic, a journey through peaceful scenery, but inside the truck, thousands of birds are on their way to the processing line.
We've arrived. This is the receiving area. Work here happens very quickly. The squabs are hung on the line.
After being electrically stunned, they will pass through here. This is the hot water bath, to loosen the feathers before they go into the plucking machine.
The air here is cold and damp. Everything is stainless steel. Easy to clean and absolutely no room for bacteria. This line will take them through different stages of the plant, flip, pitch, inch, completely automatically. This is a highly industrialized process designed for a single purpose, speed and hygiene. Now, we'll see the rest of the process.
This is the plucking machine. It only takes a few seconds and all the feathers are gone. A noisy but incredibly efficient stage.
After plucking, they must be rinsed immediately, Frank. Speed is everything. We can't let them get warm.
After the mechanical stage comes the meticulousness of human hands. This is the manual cleaning step. They ensure nothing is left behind.
Mỗi công nhân ở đây xử lý hàng trăm con chim mỗi giờ. An incredible skill, requiring absolute concentration.
Một lần rửa nữa. They must be quickly cooled down to a safe temperature to prevent bacterial growth. And here they are, clean, ready for the next stage after quality control.
The conveyor line carries the carcasses into a darker area in the slaughterhouse. It appears to be a cold room. They will rest.
After being sufficiently chilled, they are collected here. And now,
They are ready to be sealed, the final step to preserve them.
look, Frank, perfect, clean inside and out. This is a quality product we are proud of.
The final product. From a high-tech farm, through an efficient processing line, to here.
And now for the seal.
Done. Ready for restaurants and supermarkets. This bag can stay fresh for weeks. And here, from an egg to a packaged product, a long journey completed in just a few weeks.
Một câu chuyện về hiệu suất, công nghệ và quy mô. An industry that provides food for millions of people.